Hi, my loves. What up? This is going to be a really fast collective reading. I'm just going to tap into whatever needs to come up for you guys. I am going to get back to doing the zodiac signs today. It's going to be on and off, my loves. I'm thinking about changing it up a little bit. So just, yeah, bear with me as I'm trying to find my new schedule. All right, let's start. Messages for... Some of you might be doing the same thing. Remind yourself that it's very important for you to switch things up. Otherwise, your body starts to get into a routine. And routine for us is like prison. For the soul hates routine. The soul hates things that feel repetitive. The soul wants to try new things all the time. Like, that's what you're here to do. You're here to experience everything. That's why we have lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes, because we can't finish it all in one. We don't get all the lessons in one. It's very difficult to get everything, to jam everything in. And so if we minimize ourselves to like routine and maybe like work and home and sleep and work and home and sleep, because I sort of fucking God, it's like a minimum of $200 to go outside. Yesterday I stepped outside and it was like, as soon as I was like, what the fuck, where did it go? Like, it's so expensive out there. It's ridiculous. Even if you don't go do anything, you can walk into a store and spend $100 on like 4 things. It's very easy. So just, I don't know, give yourself space. Go do things that are free. Go walk around. Go spend some time in the sun. I feel like you need nature. I don't know who I'm talking to, but it's necessary. 2 of Pentacles. Some of you might be feeling like you have to make a decision. Right now is not a time to do that. So you can actually alleviate yourself from that burden and remind yourself, I'm not going to be able to come up with anything anyway. You have to remember that you hit your point when you hit your point. Your aha moment comes when your aha moment is meant to come. You stressing it beforehand is not going to make it come any faster, and it's not going to make it come any slower. There's a part of you that feels like if you don't freak out, if I don't freak out and I don't respond this way and I don't overthink things before I make my decision, then that means that's going to automatically give me a negative outcome. That's the mindset behind that. That's not true. All right, messages for the collective. Come on, give me something. I would be talking about the cards right now, but I only got 1 card out here, you guys. 2 of Pentacles. Some of you might actually have to negotiate your pay though, but don't do it until, I would say, after the first week of May. Give yourself a little bit of time. Give yourself some space. Figure out how much you really want to make, how much you actually feel you deserve. Because remember that if we give more and we make less, then we feel like we're getting taken advantage of. And if we make less, or if we give less but we make more, then there's a part of us that will feel, it's not even a question mark, that person will, that part of us will feel like it's not really yours, especially if you've grown up struggling with money. People that have always had money don't have that problem, because they rightfully believe that money belongs to them and that it's theirs, because they've always had that experience and shared that experience. So it's very important, if you want to change your experience, for you to ask if you want to change the way that you look at the world, for you to ask yourself, what kind of experience have I had with money? What have I been taught about money? What have I been, because the 10 of Pentacles is out here with the 2 of Pentacles. Some of you might be making a decision about money, or like or figuring out a way to make more. Tell me more about the 10 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, some of you are negotiating your pay big time. Some of you might even start branching out, working on your own. Tell me about the Ace of Pentacles. Some of you might have a new job. If you have a new job and you have an interview coming up, it's, again, very important for you to know how much you want to make. How much do you feel you are worth? And if that number is a lot higher than what you're saying yes to and what you're accepting, understand that the only reason why you continue to make what you make is because you continue to accept it. We will always get what we can. Free is everywhere. I don't know, like, I hope that makes sense. Kind of like everybody's always going to accept free. Everyone's always going to want to take it. Everyone's always going to want to have it. If you're handing out a certain amount and you're saying this costs $5, people are always going to pay for that. People are always going to pay for what's cheap, even if it's not worth the money. Just think about how many times do we go to a fucking store and buy shit that we don't even need, and we come out spending $100 and we're like, what the fuck did I spend that on? I don't even, am I even gonna use this twice? Probably not. That type of energy. All right, you have to understand, like, your time is that's the compensation for the money. Like, you have, and your time is extremely fucking valuable, because you don't get that shit back. You do not get time back. That's the only thing you can. So you need to be very careful in this lifetime, in this life. Tell me about the Two of Pentacles. Some of you might be struggling between family and kids and making money. The King of Cups. Some of you might be struggling between being like a mother, being a father, being the provider, and at the same time having to come and, you know, guide and teach again. Some of you might have your own job, so you have people that work under you, and then you. So it's like an energy of that responsibility, or that feeling of responsibility never goes away. It's hard. It's hard when that's the case, because it feels like whoever I'm reading for, the King of Cups is here, and you want to be more emotional, but there's a part of you that feels very stressed. On the side of the Two of Pentacles is the King of Cups. Like, maybe your masculine side has always been moving. Remember that it's the masculine energy that gets up and goes. Fucking A. I was doing good. I wasn't dropping any. And this one just fell out of my hand. It didn't even fall while I was shuffling. Okay, but what was I saying? Ya se me fue. It went away. I don't know. What was I saying? 7. I don't know. It'll come back to me. Oh yeah, the masculine energy is the energy that gets up and moves and gives us, like, energy to get up and go after our dreams. So if the energy of the King of Cups is trying to come out this way, which is a little bit, the King of Cups is more artistic. It's a masculine art, like, how can I explain a King of Cups? A King of Cups is more like a poet, or like someone that doesn't necessarily they get their hands dirty in different ways. Like, they might be very handy, but at the same time, they're more creative. They work more from a creative center than like a hands-on. And so I feel like there could be like a different, or maybe somebody is trying to tap into what they really know, because they realize that their entire career, their entire work history is all based off what you can get, or based off what other people wanted for you, not what you wanted for yourself. And maybe you've given yourself the opportunity to tap into some of those things that you're good at, like creatively, and now you want to explore that. But now it's, how can I do that when I have all of this depending on me? It's all in my fucking hands. I can't just drop it. I'm not allowed to just drop it. It's on me. Tell me about the King of Cups. The Three of Cups with the twin flame. It's because my masculine... remind yourself, my loves, we all have feminine and masculine energy within us. So if you're a woman, this could resonate to you too. This could just resonate more on the side of your masculine energy. It feels like the King of Cups here with ascension, divinity. They're trying to really tap into their soul purpose. Like what they came to do, not what they were told to do, what they actually came to do. And this masculine is trying to find themselves. But I gotta be honest, as soon as I got into this energy, I also started slurring my words. Somebody could be drinking a lot. Somebody could be like, this masculine might be trying to cover up their pain by drinking, or some type of like, feels like an escape. Tell me about the Three of Cups. It doesn't have to be drinking. But my mind got really fuzzy. Okay, this is not for everyone. But for somebody, you just want to change your whole life, because it's your whole life. You're just realizing, like, my life isn't mine. It's not real. I'm not saying everything. There's a lot of it that, like, well, now, like, what you're going to see that there's a lot of little pieces of you, but it's mostly others. The King of Cups, the Ascension, the King of Cups could be married or in a full-on relationship, taking care of a business, maybe even running a business. They're handling their shit, but they want to be single. I don't know. Is this but is this a good thing? Is this something that they should go after? Or is this just something that their animal nature is telling them to do? Because we all have that animal nature that tells us go have fun and leave behind everything that you've created. But sometimes that's our own, self-sabotage too, because we're so afraid of becoming or holding on to that responsibility. The Hermit, I mean, no, I guess this is meant to be like this. It's just, if the Hermit wouldn't have come out, if it was any other card, I'd be like, this person didn't think this through. This person hasn't actually realized how they're going to change their life and how different it's going to be. But I gotta say, this masculine has. This King of Cups has thought about it a lot. A lot. They've slept on it. They've thought about it. Like, they've been picturing their life like this for a long time. Tell me about the Hermit. Tell me about the Hermit. King of Swords with the King of Pentacles. This masculine just wants to find themselves. They really feel like my life is fake. It's not real, and I'm not providing anything by giving you who this version is, because I'm not even going to be able to keep it up anyway. It really is that energy. Like, I can't keep giving this. And I don't want to do this. It could even be working for another company when you're trying to build your own. Because the Nine of Pentacles is someone that's self-reliant. They don't need anyone else. The Death card. I don't know. I feel like it's meant to be. So if you've been trying to decide, like, if you're going to be changing, or if you're parts of yourself that you feel have been holding you back, the change is already happening, actually. It's going to start to take more of a physical turn around, like, I feel it's August, September. But as of right now, it's all going to be internal. But you're going to start to notice the way you respond to your work, to your money, to your people, to your lifestyle. Like, everything is going to change. I have the Death card out here. But, I mean, you thought about this through. So, as long as you're like, you know exactly what you're doing, then you'll know how to get out. You have to pay attention. You have to pay attention to the road so you know how to get back. I gotta be honest. I don't know who I'm reading for, but it feels like if this is what you're choosing, either way you go is going to be very difficult. So there's a part of you that's like, well, if I go and do this, then at least I won't be living like a fake reality, and I'll be standing in my truth. Like, at least I'll be standing in my truth. At least I won't be living a fake reality, and at least I'll be myself, or I'll be doing what I like to do, or what I actually truly love, which is, yes, more power to you. I just want you to remember that just because you're going to go after what you want doesn't mean that it's going to be easy. There's a little bit of an unrealistic expectation that as soon as you start to move into your true self, you're supposed to be all the way happy. That's not the way that it works. And I don't want you to move into this energy, experience that, and then tell yourself, like, I'm not really happy, and I'm so depressed, and there's something wrong with me, and there's this. Life is this. This is life. Our happiness comes from goals. It comes from achieving things. It comes from going after things. Things that we truly want. Unhappiness comes from being slave to shit we don't really want. But we also can't There's a part of you that's like, I'll be happy as soon as it happens. No, because right now you're transitioning from a negative mind into a positive. And when we're in a negative mindset, we can't help but to look at all of the negative. There's always going to be a negative and a positive to every situation. And if your mind, the best way to know which side you're on is, which side did it take you to as soon as you heard whatever you heard? Did it take you to a negative or did it take you to a positive? If it took you to a negative right away, then that's going to tell you, hey, the switch is on this side. If you want to get on that side, you got to switch it over. And you usually counter it by energy of gratitude. All right, I love you so much. And I hope that this helps somewhat or a lot. I don't know. Thank you so much for staying till the end too. Praise to the Most High for allowing me to be your messenger. And if you subscribe during this reading, welcome to the fam bam. Bye, my loves.